some of the things that we up when they be saying he just I just can't reason many. I can't think to them. Not be saying the only thing will happen with this one. Many things happen from Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, Sunday morning, the whole of Sunday, into this morning, this Monday morning. Many things happen for inside of the weekend, but then again, some of them will just catch me attention. So me say make I just share based on one or two now. During by the time of Friday, one particular information, one report will bust out. Really sweet my belly, but the report to come outside like that, what we hear, some people, some gunmen, we carry worker inside of Grow Home Estate for inside of Kubwa side. We just Kubwa, if you know that Kubwa axis, we get that kind of report, and different platforms carry that particular report. I check them. They didn't disturb me small. I'm like Kubwa na Abuja now. When we hear that particular matter, they think they give me concern, and they still are inside of estate. So I kind of wonder about estate security, how far, although they said the estate security engaged them, according by the story, when they bust inside the estates around 10 p.m. Friday nights, carry waka, they don't shoot, they don't normal attack and all of that. Before they don't move some kind of people. They move one particular pastor. They never really identify the name of the pastor. Moving wife, moving 3 children, move some kind of other people. And according by the report, they did there for almost 1 hour. For the 1 hour assault, now according by how they TikTok. So that one normally go bring question of how far away security agencies there from there, how far away police stations and all of that there from that place, So, but then according by the report, they say around 11 o'clock, when the vigilantes for there hold them down, they can't release some of the people, about 7 people with a hold. Because they don't feel carry all of them move, but they still carry some people move, including the pastor and wife and the children. All right, but according by the matter now, the police now don't dey on ground for that area. They don't take control of that area, and then a scoff investigation plus including search they go on. So we talk now, but as that one they happen. That one, one of the things we happen over the weekend, we don't really sweet my belly. Now, as that one they go on, the joint body of the Federal Capital Territory Administration, will be FCTA. They don't come outside now going to talk to illegal housing estates. Housing estates we just they when it be say government no stamp, government no approve, illegal. Say they come out everywhere. They grow everywhere. They plant them like tree everywhere. Illegal estates. Now, so FCDA come outside going to talk. He said especially around that Idu train station, Apo, Tapi, and Lugbe areas. Idu train station, Apo side, plus including Lugbe areas for inside of Abuja Municipal Area Council for AMAC. So the director, Department of Development Control, FCTA, Mukhtar Galadima, and I come outside going to talk on Friday. I take a talk for inside of Abuja here. In talk say the alarm now, it's important to raise this particular alarm due to the way they be say people they advertise on social media and they call them land grabbers. They say they go advertise on social media come illegal developers of housing estates. They go advertise aggressive marketing. Come and buy land, come and invest in land. So now based on that one, and I make them the talk. Now, Mr. Galadima come outside on the talk, say the department don't serve all relevant notices and don't mark the structures which at the appropriate time the officials will start massive removal. So they say some of those estates they don't mark them appropriate time, they'll start massive removal. All right, so say the affected areas have not yet been detailed with design layouts. But people are carrying fake title documents that they were allocated by AMAC. All right, so that one day there. Now that one had in a very long speech when it dropped there, and a very long talk. Now, but bottom line, they say just the same period where this same thing happened. 9 the Federal Capital Territory Administration, they allow them say illegal estates, because me I just try to look the two events together and say, okay, because why it be say that particular place can be deserted 1 hour of attack, and security jump bodies around, apart from vigilante security jump bodies around, how far? Okay, but then FCT don't allow them say it be like say estates now they come up every corner. Estate estate they don't the ginger residents, say make residents they alert on the proliferation of illegal housing estates and other developments, especially for those areas where they call Idu train station, Apo, Takwi, and Lugbe areas, for instance of Amak. All right, so that one day there. As the matter take the B in the FCTA 91 this particular matter. Now another thing we jump up, jump out, where I noticed during by the weekend when the Bisafi just called one of the things where be like leftovers from the weekend, be the matter we concern. Now on Thursday, I be on Friday, where we check headline. For instead of waiting paper talk, we see for one of the papers, I think the leadership of one of the papers, more than 1,000, precisely 1,330 terrorists surrendered to troops of Operation Hardin K. Then about 4 days ago. Now, that one day there, but as with the reason they go, we can't hear, we get reports we break out during by the time of weekend where we see, they say rehabilitated ex-fighter of Boko Haram terror group, we name Alai Madu, and the traditional ruler of Kajola, a border community between Ondo and Indo State, Bale Akinola Adebayo, are among the 37 persons arrested over 2.2 tons of illicit drugs seized by operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA. Okay, for inside of the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, MMIA Ikeja, Lagos. Now, where they go with this particular report breakouts, where may they go with this particular one? When they say ex-militant or ex-terrorist, when they put in name there, Alai Madu, when they say rehabilitated, but see the crime where this young man they inside. So I did sure say we security agencies they're very alert, and then of course as they pick them up, so now maybe investigation will lead to some other things and some other people, because as we hear all this surrender now, I trust with security agencies, I trust with military to handle them the best way when it be say we no go can't get some downside to them, because ISWAP and Boko Haram they get some of the crashes or clash for inside of the matter, and based on the heat, according to my reports, some of those men from the Boko Haram camp they surrender to troops. So those surrendering, those rehabilitation. Now I'm at the check, say I the trust with troops to do the best on top of that particular arrangement, so that we will avoid to the hear ex or rehabilitated can they commit another crime with the equally bad. All right, so that one just did me mind. I said make I just drop and come outside based on how it take the B on top of the matter. Check your time, 6:47. My church mind this morning. I just declare you how it take be my mind. Now, so this one a good news, because if bad thing where Nigerian people do for abroad, they you go see dragging. They go drag. But right now, this one a very sweet one. One of the things them will pop out from the weekend during by the time of the weekend. Yes, President Muhammad Buhari been salute the man what they call Sahid Aderinto, would be saying a professor of history and African and African diaspora studies. Professor of history, African and African diaspora studies for Florida International University. Yes, now of course from the name, now Nigerian from Southwest extraction, but then him be professor of history, African and African diaspora studies for instead of Florida International University. What did this man do? This one sweet my body. This person, congratulations for winning the prestigious Dan David Prize, the largest financial reward for excellence in historical discipline in the world. Now, anything that concern history, say that they study history or the discipline of history, the highest reward for excellence for that particular area, now this particular man grab the highest reward in the area of discipline, in the area of history rather, or in the discipline of history. Okay, and then this man, a professor, when he be, they say a professor of history, African diaspora studies for Florida International University. Prestigious Dan David Prize. Now this man collects Nigerian or scoff. We guys proud of him. We guys buga with him. We guys proud for him, because if you know, some people get one habit of dragging Nigerians when something bad happen, but when the good one happen, it go be like say the people they play them down. People don't go too loud. I don't know why they be like that. So why would I share some of the, for my church mind, some of the things I don't share for you or share with you. Some of them no really. In fact, almost everything I don't share this morning, no really. Most of them are more, they call more of for sober reflection. They don't really be things we go make you smile like that. But this one, a very sweet one, a very interesting one. On the score for President Muhammad Buhari for instead of statement, we'll be saying in media aid, will be Femi additional. Now I drop this one. He salutes the selection committee of the International Award, which they created 21 years ago, on how they take do it, on how they take recognize the contribution of this particular Nigerian man to the study of history. You can clap hand for them. Say the way when you be saying, "I take look this man, we come from Nigeria." On a look him, say the one where this person don't contribute for history, for anything because of history studies, the discipline will be history. The owner look him, say this Nigerian man will be Sahid Aderinto. Say he don't contribute enough for this discipline. On a do well. We salute you now for saluting him. For saluting him and acknowledging him, we too, we salute you and we acknowledge you. All right, so but for inside of the letter, the media aid to the president, Femi Adesina, he clap hand for the committee. We recognize the contribution, the important contribution of this Nigerian to the study of history. And then in talk say, history, they're very important, but they shed light on human past. It shed light on the human past. You could put touchlight for things we don't pass, make people understand. Because when a person we don't know where in they come from, if it's no really get idea where in they go, that's when you know where it started to beat them. You know go know you where they you don't know where you started to wet. When you go started to dry too, you know go know. When the rain started to dry for your body too, you know, go get idea. All right, so all of those things now are still on still. He said the president noted with delight that in acknowledging the works of the first and only Nigerian, now the first and the only Nigerian, we don't collect this particular prize. Now this prize, make I just tell you, this prize they come with $300,000 reward. They come with $300,000 reward, this particular prize. So, apart from the recognition, apart from the honor, the glory, the mullah, the money, we still follow up $300,000. All right, and I'm be waiting this particular man, Nigerian man, don't win based on this particular award. I said the selection committee, they've been clap hand for the University of Ibadan trained historian. Say the one when we say intake arranging self. Say in fact the one they take put they say for situating African history at the cutting edge of diverse literatures in the histories of sexuality, non-humans, and violence, noting that it is exceptional to see a single person leading scholarship in all of these fields. You understand? For the area of sexuality, non-humans, violence, say, in don't put out literatures, different literatures where they describe the English where they use to describe and they say a cutting edge. The literatures where this young man don't put out, this man, not be really young man like that. the literatures where he don't put out where they describe as cutting edge, that are top notch, confirmed literatures where concern African history in the area of sexuality, non-humans, violence. Say it dey exceptional, that it make brain, it boss brain, it stand out from the rest. And then based on this one, they don't acknowledge this man, they don't reward them, they don't give them the award, the prestigious celebrated award. When it be saying don't collect it, they call him the Dan David Prize. Yes, the largest financial reward for excellence in historical discipline in the world. Now, waiting this man will be Sahid Aderinto. Now, waiting in collect based on how they be with the cash reward of 300,000 or the monetary, because no be really cash. Now, monetary, we don't know whether na cash they give them or whether the money be that the monetary reward or financial reward of $300,000. All right, so that one a good one, and a Nigerian. So we got to celebrate them. The Nigerian, yes, citizen of Nigeria. We got to celebrate them. When they do well, not be only when the 102 sweet go they out there and everybody go jump on top. The good news too, we need to celebrate them, and I don't know why me bring up this one. This one is one of the things that will catch my attention during by the time of weekend. Check your time. 6 minutes to 7 o'clock. Now waiting time. Don't they talk this morning? I've been on declare you my church mind. Some of the things that I'm waiting in mind. When it be saying some of the things will be leftovers from the weekends, we still gum puts for my chest. And I waiting I just come out from my chest, drop for you, make you just feel them as it go. Then they call me the chief priest. 7 o'clock, we they go check waiting paper, they talk. Ready yourself, the numbers day there where you go take call, make you take put to mount, and of course by 8 o'clock with the switch on, with the enter the big talk. On a good morning, no touch to this radio. This one, a Citizen FM 93.7, Super Citizen at Sunrise. They call me the chief priest. They come back.
Hello, Abuja. You are listening to 93.7 Citizen FM.